What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Storytime with Uncle Slim. I am your host, Uncle Slim. Join me for part 2 and the conclusion of Lost Among the Stars. Enjoy. Captain's Log 20243. We're on our way to rendezvous with the crew of the Orion. I'm eager to speak with Captain Fitzgerald. If what Solara says is true, we may have bigger problems than just being lost in space.
Captain, we've arrived at the planet. We have 2 shuttlecrafts fully stocked with supplies and first aid.
Good. Have we made contact with the people on the ground yet?
Yes, Captain. We've made contact and have landing coordinates.
Excellent. I'll be joining the landing party.
Yes, Captain.
The captain and Titan, along with 5 security officers, flew the 2 shuttlecrafts filled with supplies and first aid to the surface of the planet. The 2 shuttles descended through the planet's atmosphere, hulls shaking as they pierced the clouds. The crew held their breath as the shuttles touched down on the unexplored terrain. The shuttle doors opened. The captain and his crew were greeted by Captain Fitzgerald in a tall, sinewy being with shimmering, translucent skin and large eyes.
Captain, thank you for coming and bringing much-needed supplies. This is Alpha, an Aurelian. He's native to this planet. He and his people helped us out greatly when we first arrived.
Greetings, Captain. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Aurelians, we greet you in the spirit of peace and brotherhood. If we can help in any way, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, Alpha, for welcoming my crew and I to your beautiful planet.
Thank you, Captain. Now I leave you as I'm sure you have much to discuss.
I commend you, Captain. My first reaction was totally different from yours when I first met the Aurelians.
I tried to keep an open mind. Now, is this room secure?
Yes, it is. We can speak freely here.
Solara has been telling me stories about sabotage and conspiracy theories about Space Command.
Well, Captain, unfortunately, those stories are true. My ship was sabotaged. There was a small explosion that was enough to disable, but not destroy my hyperdrive, which put us in the middle of a meteor shower that more or less crippled the ship. My pilot was able to maneuver us out of the meteor shower. I immediately contacted Space Command to let them know the severity of our situation. About 30 minutes later, those things started popping out of the vents. It appears those things live inside the meteor shower. A few of those things cling to the ship and entered through a small hole in the hull. They killed several crew members before we were even aware of them. We were able to weld the vent opening shut. That gave us enough time to modify our weapons enough to finally get rid of them. We took samples of the carcasses and destroyed the rest. 3 days later, I received a message from someone high up in Space Command telling me if we survived, it's not safe. Stay away and don't make contact until further notice. You see, it appears Space Command has been compromised for a while now. Someone don't want this expansion to happen, and they're willing to sacrifice as many lives as it takes for the people to deem it too risky and lose interest. That's why my crew and I have decided to stay and live side by side with the Aurelians.
Say what? Captain Fitzgerald, you have a responsibility and a duty to Space Command to—
You see, that's where you're wrong. I have a duty and responsibility to my crew, and right now this is the best thing. Set up a base camp and wait for my contact at Space Command to tell me exactly what the hell's going on.
I can respect your decision. If I was in your position, I would probably come to the same conclusion. But my crew and I are going to continue on with our original mission to explore the uninhabited region, specifically a barren moon known as Zephyr 7.
Captain, the shuttles have been unloaded.
Thank you, Alpha.
Captain Turner, did you say Zephyr 7?
Yes, are you familiar with that part of the galaxy?
That's about 6 or 7 light years or more away. You are severely off course.
Captain, the Aurelians had abandoned the stars long ago, after losing countless lives to marauding forces, including the arachnivores. Their knowledge of energy manipulation, technology repair, and stealth systems is unparalleled. They are eons ahead of us in technology and space travel. The Aurelians also have the ability to change their appearance into anything they can think of.
Thank you, Captain. That's why I propose Captain Turner letting me accompany him and his crew to Zephyr 7. I can assist and teach your entire crew new technologies in agriculture, navigation, and engineering.
Alpha, my crew and I would be honored to have you join us.
Captain Fitzgerald, our deep space satellite shows an adversary ship just came out of hyperdrive and is about to enter our atmosphere.
The adversary?
Yes, Captain the Abissari. They see themselves as the galaxy's rightful rulers, believing all other life forms exist only to serve their dominion. To the Abissari, free will is a weakness, a defect that must be eradicated.
Thank you, Janice, and prepare the cloaking device.
Yes, Captain, already on it.
Captain Turner, I wish we had met each other under better circumstances and with more time, but it is crucial we keep this location a secret until we can get our weapon systems back online. The only defense we have right now is our cloaking device.
Understood. My crew and I will leave you now. My ship is in orbit on the other side of the planet. We'll be able to leave undetected.
Well, Captain Turner, good luck on your mission. And safe travels to you, Alpha.
Thank you, Captain Fitzgerald, until we meet again.
Captain Turner, Alpha, and crew boarded the 2 shuttles and quietly left the planet and made it back to the ship. As soon as the 2 shuttles docked, a massive laser blast was shot across the bridge of the ship.
Captain,
Yes, number 1.
we are under attack. I've raised the shields and I'm awaiting your order to return fire.
Good job, number 1, but there's no need to return fire just yet. Those were warning shots to get our attention. That ship should be hailing you any second. I'm heading to the bridge now. Titan, meet me on the bridge.
Yes, Captain.
They made contact yet?
Yes, Captain, they're hailing us now.
Battle station is at the ready. Put it up on the screen. Activate the translator and turn that alarm off.
Yes, Captain. The comms are open.
This is Captain John Turner of the starship Valor. We are on an exploratory mission to...
This is Commander Zalvor Kane of the Abyssai Empire. You have 10 minutes to surrender your ship, cargo, and crew over or be destroyed.
Well, it looks like the captain and the crew of the spaceship Valor have gotten themselves in a real tight spot. But before we continue, let's give a little backstory on the captain and Titan. Captain John Turner grew up on the dusty outskirts of Earth's largest spaceport, a haven for smugglers, traders, and the occasional honest merchant. His father, a pilot for Space Command, disappeared under mysterious circumstances when John was just a boy, leaving behind little more than stories of daring missions and cryptic warnings about dangers lurking in the cosmos. Forced to fend for himself, John quickly learned the art of survival. By his late teens, he had become one of the most skilled smugglers in the sector. Known for his sharp mind, quick reflexes, and the ability to get out of even the trickiest situations. His reputation caught the attention of the underground resistance during Earth's alien invasion, where his tactical brilliance and piloting skills played a key role delivering critical supplies and striking decisive blows against the invaders. After the war, John uncovered a hidden cache left behind by his long-lost uncle, a former Space Command officer. Inside were 2 mysterious laser swords, a damaged but highly advanced combat suit, and encoded messages hinting at a conspiracy within Space Command tied to his uncle's disappearance. Determined to find answers, John reluctantly joined the academy, knowing that becoming an officer would give him access to the information he sought. Despite his rebellious smuggler roots, John quickly proved to be a prodigy. He graduated at the top of his class, earning respect and resentment in equal measure as a captain. He is a mix of charisma and cunning, always preferring to outthink his enemies rather than outgun them, though he is more than capable of doing both when necessary. His laser swords remain an enigma. Possessing technology far beyond what even the Academy can explain, they are his only tangible connection to his missing uncle and serve as a reminder of the personal mission that drives him. His companion Titan was equipped with advanced AI, originally built as a prototype combat android by Earth's top military scientists during the alien invasion. Designed to be the ultimate weapon, Titan was equipped with advanced AI adaptive learning capabilities and a unique modular design that allowed it to shift between a humanoid form and a fearsome warrior mode with extra arms and devastating laser precision. However, Titan's development was deemed too costly and potentially dangerous, leading to the project cancellation. Left to gather dust in a secret lab, Titan's AI activated during the invasion's darkest hour, when Earth's defenses were nearly overrun. It emerged from the shadows to fight alongside humanity, becoming a symbol of hope and terror to the alien invaders. After the war, Titan was decommissioned by Space Command, deemed too independent and unpredictable, unwilling to let such a valuable ally be destroyed. John smuggled Titan out of a secure facility, earning the android's undying loyalty. Over time, the two developed a unique bond. In battle, Titan is a relentless force of destruction, capable of mowing down enemies with dual laser arms and uncanny accuracy. Its warrior mode makes it nearly unstoppable, and its AI constantly learns and adapts, making it even deadlier with each encounter. Outside of combat, Titan serves as John's confidant, protector, and sometimes moral compass, reminding the captain of the fine line between vengeance and justice. And now back to our story.
John, this guy is not giving us much of an option here.
Yeah, but he already made a big mistake.
What's that?
He gave me time to think.
Oh, really, John? What are you thinking? Wait a minute. I know that look in your eye. You're about to do some cowboy shit.
Titan, do you remember those mercenaries outside of Vector 6?
I already know what you're thinking. Here's your swords, and don't forget to activate your suit this time.
Well, what is it? What are you gonna do, John?
You're going to beam Titan and I onto the bridge of that ship, and if you don't hear from us in 5 minutes, you take this ship, use the hyperdrive, and get out of here.
John, you can't do this. It has to be another way. We can figure this out.
Well, if you can think of something in the next 30 seconds, I'll consider it. But right now, this is all we got, and time's running out.
1 minute, Captain.
Okay, Titan, getting in position.
Switching to warrior mode.
What I need for you to do is stay by that transporter, because when I call, I'm going to need for you to get us out of there fast.
So, what are you going to do, John? Pop over there and kill everybody on the bridge?
The captain activates his swords.
Just the ones that get in the way. Energize.
The captain and Titan were beamed onto the bridge of the enemy ship. Immediately, Titan locked on target and began firing on the crew. With the speed of a cheetah, Captain Turner, with his swords, took out 4 of the 8 guards. Titan sealed and disabled the main doors to the bridge, while simultaneously laying down covering fire for John to make his way to Commander Valor. The commander was able to get off 3 shots. John deflected 2 of the shots.
Do you know who I am? I'm Commander.
John decapitated him where he stood.
Titan, contact the ship and get ready for transport. Tell them to hurry. Those doors are not going to hold much longer.
Already on it, Captain. John, what's wrong?
That last blast got me on the side. The suit held. I think my ribs are broken.
Let me see. Yes, there's a break with ribs 6 and 7.
Titan,
John! John! I got you, brother. Here, lean on me. Titan to Valor. The captain is down. I need a medical team on standby. Energize. Dr. Santiago.
Hold him still. Okay, we can rule out pneumothorax. There's no sign of any lung contusions. Heart rate, blood pressure, oxygen levels, and respiratory rate are normal. Take him to the healing chambers, Stat. I'm right behind you. Titan, I promise I'm going to take good care of him.
Thank you, Doctor.
Titan.
Yes, First Officer Rhodes.
Hey, thank you both for putting it all on the line for us. You two saved all our lives.
Yes, sir.
And don't worry, the captain will be good as new in about a week. Those healing chambers are amazing.
Thank you, sir.
The captain made a full recovery, and a few months later, with the help of Alpha the Aurelian, the majority of the crew were nestled in their cryogenic sleep pods and back on course to the uncharted Zephyr 7. Meanwhile, light years away, the death of Commander Valor couldn't come at a more inconvenient time for Draxel Malvok, the ultimate ruler of the Abyssy Empire. You see, the Emperor had a problem. If anyone were to find out about the commander's death, there could be dissension in the ranks, a mutiny, or even a coup. So, under the guise of a rescue, the Emperor sent 30 of his personal guards, known as knights, to eliminate the remaining crew, destroy the ship, and blame it all on the rebels. But after viewing the footage of the battle on board the ship, he realizes he may be dealing with something that can destroy the whole empire. So, the Emperor called in a specialist, a tracker and feared bounty hunter, Dracor Sineth.
Dracor Sineth, your reputation precedes you. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Lord Malvok, this is an honor. I reviewed the footage you sent. This guy is very agile and extremely skilled with those swords. And that combat android is unlike anything I've ever seen. But what really caught my attention were the symbols on the pommel on those laser swords. They trace back to an ancient sect called...
I know, the Crimson Order. You just confirmed my concerns. This is why I need you to find him.
You know, when I was young, my mentor would tell my brother and I stories about the Crimson Order. But we thought those were all fairy tales.
Unfortunately, not. The Crimson Order is an ancient sect of warrior mystics sworn to protect sacred relics. Their origins are shrouded in myth. Some believe they were chosen disciples of an extinct god.
And what do you believe?
I believe if he connects with the rebels in any way, it can become a serious problem, and I don't like problems. But if I can convert him, he could be one of the Empire's greatest weapons.
And if he can't be converted?
Then he must be eliminated at all costs. Can you do this?
I may need a few more men, but yes, I can get it done.
Good. Take this droid. It has a recorded message with my offer. If he declines, bring me his head.
Yes, Lord Malvok.
Dracor Sineth traveled to all the planets in the vicinity of Zalvor Kain's destroyed ship. He went to Korvath, a neon-lit world where the underbelly of the galaxy thrives. Smoke-filled saloons, high-stake gambling dens, and underground fight pits where mercenaries, bounty hunters, and crime lords conduct their business away from the prying eyes of the galactic authorities. It was there he was told about 2 shuttles taking supplies to planet Velmora, a few hours before the commander's ship exploded. This was also heard by a shape-shifting Aurelian who contacted Alpha aboard the spaceship Valor.
Captain, I just received a transmission from one of our operatives on the planet Korvath. The bounty hunter Dre Siveth has been asking questions about the supplies you sent to my planet. They believe he's been hired by the Emperor Draxel Malvok concerning the death of that commander.
Thanks, Alpha. I need to go back and deal with this. We don't need something like this following us to the new colony.
Agreed. But before you do, there's something I need to discuss with you.
Sure, what's on your mind?
John, where did you get that suit and those swords?
When I came home from the war, I found a military footlocker hidden away at my uncle's place. That's where I found the suit, the swords, and some letters.
That's it. Your uncle. John, we Aurelians have been around for eons, and a sect of warrior mystics called the Crimson Order have been around almost as long.
And you're saying my uncle was a part of this Crimson Order?
Yes, John, I believe he was. When you put that suit on, it automatically conformed to your body, and the way you can activate those swords mentally also leads me to believe you're a direct descendant of the Crimson Order. You must come with me to the sanctum of the Crimson Veil, where the Master Teacher resides.
Whoa, Crimson Veil, Master Teacher? Alpha, you're all over the place right now. What about this bounty hunter?
We're light years away, and my people back home will have him confused for a while. Come with me, John. Talk to the Master Teacher, let him train you to use the suit, the swords, and the cloak. That injury you sustained would never happen again. You'll have the power of invisibility, mind control, telekinesis, and teleportation, and if you are who I think you could be, you will come back here, gather all of the rebels under one banner, and rid the galaxy of the Emperor and that empire for good.
Okay, Alpha. When do we leave?
Immediately.
The Captain, Titan, and Alpha went to the planet Verinthos, its skies painted in hues of deep crimson and indigo. The atmosphere is thick with mist, giving the entire world an ethereal, dreamlike quality. Ahead atop the sanctum's obsidian steps, the Master of the Crimson Order awaited in silence. No words were needed, only the unspoken promise of trials yet to come.
This has been Lost Among the Stars, told by your man, Uncle Slim. Like, follow, and stick around, cause the next story might find you first. See you next time.